a mentor to countless entrepreneurs across government initiatives like Udyami and PMFME. Our guest, Ms. Shyama Jha.
As it is on most of the platform, people say that it's difficult to stop me because there are so many stories.
Every phase of your career has been a stepping stone to what you are doing today.
I started when I started my complete journey, right from the time I started, I never organized myself. It just, whatever came to me, I just kept going.
Your journey has been such a powerful example of how business can create real social impact. So thank you so much. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to FaceTime with Leaders, a podcast series by Directors Institute, World Council of Directors. I'm your host, Sunny Pancholi, and today we are sitting down with someone whose journey is nothing short of extraordinary. Our guest, Ms. Shyama Jha, is a marketing consultant, brand strategist, TEDx speaker, and a mentor to countless entrepreneurs across government initiatives like Udyami and PMFME. With over 21 years of corporate experience spanning telecom, retail, FMCG, and mall management, she has now taken a bold leap into entrepreneurship. And the results have been transformational. She is the founder of the Millet Magic Foundation and WOWMOM Foods, bringing the goodness of millets from village to mainstream markets. She leads Hastrang, reviving the dying Sabai grass handicrafts of Mayurbhanj, and heads farmer producer organization empowering 1300 plus families and 1500 women artisans to achieve sustainable livelihood. Our mission is clear: creating value chains that uplifts communities, empower women, and make sustainability not just an ideal but a business model. Ms. Jha, it's an honor to have you with us today. Welcome to FaceTime with Leaders.
Thank you, Sunny. It was a very precise but it sounded very big, huge, as if I've done a lot. Thank you so much. It was very nice introduction.
All right. So, to begin with, Ms. Jha, your career arc is fascinating. Like from launching Idea Cellular in Odisha to handling FMCG and retail across East India to now creating grassroots movements with farmers and artisans. Could you walk us through that journey in your own words? I mean, what were the turning points that shaped who you are today?
Sunny, if I can look back to I actually feel it's actually magical because I am from a small town, Ranchi from Jharkhand. When in 2000s, when I was just completing my graduation, I didn't knew I wanted to get into medicals very much, but somehow couldn't do it. Lots of reasons behind it. Though I was a very good student, but couldn't do it. Then I was clueless what to do, and at that time, telecom was launching. So it just happened that it was not a planned move. It just happened that I got a role and I moved into telecom, and that was a vast journey. That was a big one because that shaped me into a different person altogether. Because being from small town, you don't generally know many things. You are not exposed to even bigger metros. So from there, getting into telecom itself was a big global exposure. From telecom, moving to jewellery and then into retail was again the second leap of faith which happened with me. But all these things best gave me was the managerial and management skills, which and the marketing boost that gave that was coming along with it, because that these are the stepping stone which when I again entered into my entrepreneurial journey, that was also accidental by the way. And these experiences were the things which helped me to reach that place and decide on what I am right now. Like the way we handle Millet Magic Foundation, we have a SJAR Consulting is our consulting company. Then the brands which we took it up, lots of ups and downs definitely have been there. But I think all these experiences kept me going and going, and I'm yet going. That's all about the complete journey. And right now I'm looking forward to more and more people. Right now, as you said, we already have about 30,000 plus people whom we have affected and impacted. But beyond that, now our next journey is towards at least 1,000 plus added in next 2 years of time, whose complete journey of livelihood sustainability. Now we are talking of ESG governance, climate change, circular economy. So vast is the field, and so are we going.
Absolutely amazing, incredible, incredible. And hearing you share your journey, it feels like every phase of your career has been a stepping stone to what you are doing today. And that perspective really shows how industries may change, but the human element remains always constant.
Very true, very true. And human element remains the same, but the form, their internal things, the what you can say is the from cocoon becoming a butterfly, that transformation journey inside keeps going, and that turmoil keeps you making tougher and stronger and innovator, what I feel. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. What a great start to this conversation, I must say, Ms. Jha. And continuing it, you often say perseverance is the key to success. But perseverance takes a whole new meaning when you are working with 1,300 plus families across 17 villages. So, what did it feel like walking into Mayurbhanj at the very start of this journey? And what does it feel like today when you see women doubling their family income?
So, Sunny, if I can recollect when we started off, so at that time, I felt that, okay, this is one of the assignment again, which has come to me. Because once you're in corporate and especially in retail and then mall marketing, you always and every day see lots of challenges. So I thought this is one more career challenges. I'll definitely smoothly go through it. But when I entered this was a completely different arena. Like my friends and families used to call from the AC and the lights and the complete cocooned environment of the corporate, getting back to the rural area where you have dust, where you're sitting on the floor, where you have lots of sweat. And more than that is the personal connect that needs to be there. There is no KPI, KRA which governs that place. It's only the emotional and the personal connect that governs. So, but again, there also I felt that one thing which kept me moving was taking every challenges which I learned from my life. That okay, whatever comes in, you have to take it headstrong, and you have to create a way how to reach that level. So when I started this, what I found the biggest connect and the biggest missing factor was coming down to the local dialect. There, that's majorly the Santhal tribal people, the first group of people whom we started working with. To connect with the women, it's important to talk in the same language, to be among them. So that was one thing which I created. I started, though it was speaking in Oriya was a difficult thing. I used to do lots of grammatical mistakes, yet I do. But they used to love correcting me. And when I used to let them correct me, that used to give them extra attention towards me. They used to feel that this person needs nurturing from our side, and they then used to accommodate you within themselves. And there you achieve. So that was the rural sector, the emotional game which I learned and which actually helped. That you have to go and belong, and you have to create a trust among them. That is one thing which make them move, which they definitely keep doing lots of things, but doing something as per what you want can only be created among the rural masses, and especially the interiors who have never seen such things, is when you be part of them. So that is one thing I did. And I think that kept going. Initially, we thought few villages, then we started expanding. Now, not only just in Odisha, across the northeast boundaries. And again, I will always talk of terrains which you will hear, and many of you will feel it's such a difficult terrain. Like right now, we are working in Nagaland, Tripura, Arunachal, Meghalaya. So, and I'm not talking about the tourism sectors which you have must have visited. I'm talking about the rural farmlands, the interiors with whom we work. We work with about 20 Naga tribes we have started interacting with. There we are about to get into about 22 acres of land where we are doing multiple things now. With the farmers, villages, we have started understanding how they communicate. Again, it's a different thing. You can't speak that language, but emotional connect is something which we felt that that's first thing you do, and then you keep going. So I think these are the things which has helped me move. taking off challenges and understanding the landscape and reacting according to that. So, Sunny, these were the major things which helped me as a person and organization as a whole, where we created our vision mission aligned to this. And we are constantly moving across different states now. So this and definitely I'll say it has been very wonderful. Ups and downs have been there, but a very remarkable journey till now.
Indeed. It's incredibly powerful to hear this. And, perseverance really comes alive when we hear it through these stories. So, incredible. All right. So, continuing our conversation, I would like to know, reviving Sabai grass art through Hastrang is such a beautiful blend of culture and commerce. In an era of fast fashion and AI, how do you convince people that traditional crafts are worth investing in?
Sunny, if you see right now, it happens slightly later. Like now, last a few years, I'll say, people have started talking about eco-friendly, the resilient things that people have started talking about. But when we started with especially Millet Magic Foundation, it was nowhere linked. Sabai was nowhere linked to our project. But when I entered the arena of Mayurbhanj, and when I started interacting with farmers. So I used to see those very nice innovative baskets and all made out of hands. So being a marketeer like all through my life, I felt that these are very interesting and intriguing thing which should be a great demand to the market. But yet I was not giving that a very big importance because I was already busy with my venture of millets and all. That too in before 2020, when millets actually didn't come to the stream. That time we started millet. So it was difficult phase for us to get into such a terrain which nobody knew. With at that time, people used to say, "What is millet?" But when we started moving over there, we started connecting with the villages, so few ladies one day came to me, ki, "Madam, you're working with millets, it's okay. But what about this?" They were carrying that basket that we all work on this and we need some market for this too. Because this is our bread and butter till date. Then I just started discussing with them, and then I felt it was so difficult for them to make those baskets, making out of those tiny, those very thin twig like grass. They first twine in it, their hands goes like it actually, they showed their hands, it was so much rough. I said, how do you manage it? But they were doing it. So that small thing connected me that no, we should do something about it. So as soon as we started doing our production and doing the sampling, I felt we should do it in these baskets. Why not? Let's try it. And because we were very much connected to the government, so our first phase was when we started giving it gifts to government officials and all. And they said, okay, these baskets can be used this way. We want the farmers to get more, the villagers to get more income out of it. So then the government of Odisha also, for the first time, they introduced their own Diwali hampers in it. And the story reached even MSME Delhi. So we were called up to Parliament to display not only our millet products, but our Sabai products also. And best part was that our Sabai basket gift hampers, about 40 of them, went to PMO for Diwali gifting also. So from rurals of Mayurbhanj to the PMO office and Parliament, that was the complete game-changing thing for Sabai. And from there, the story started. We tried giving it a look of gift hamper baskets and all. Yet, I will say it's a challenging thing because these, especially these plastic and these Chinese baskets, they take over the market. They are at a very low cost. But yet, we are able to pave in a road where, and especially people are there in those sectors, in some of the sector, who actually look for eco-friendly gift hampers where stories comes in. So whenever we have our gift hampers, we definitely create a story of Sabai grass and the millet and how villagers are doing it. So those things are now working right now. Market, I'll say it's yet difficult. It's taking time because we have to compete with the flashy and dashy gift hampers or the products of these artificially made plastic woven things. But with time, I feel the things are changing. The across world, people are changing. People are looking towards climate friendly and sustainable things, eco friendly things. So my thought is, Sunny, in due course of time, like you wowed it, I'm sure many people across the world will start wowing it, and we will create a bigger and better market of Sabai grass products also. And yes, what I have started doing is that we have started getting in touch with architects and all, because these products can, because it never gets worn, and it never gets spoiled also. So best part about it is it never gets any termite or some different kind of attacks. You have to just give some let it be very dry and very dusted. It is a very sustainable product. So now architects are also looking at how they can create a wall out of it, or some other way they can use it. We are also looking at developing furnitures out of it. So the process is a bit slow, but I'm sure in due course of time we'll create a bigger and better market for Sabai grass products, and create a very much resilient ecosystem for that too. Yeah.
Absolutely, Ms. Jha. And that's such a refreshing perspective, turning tradition into transformation. And I love how you showed that this is not just about craft. It is about dignity. It is about resilience.
Very true. Very difficult though, I'll say. Many people say that you'll make it sound so easy. I say, okay, I definitely make it sound easy, but what it goes behind when we started it, how you have to convince the villages also, it's very difficult to have same kind of same shape and size of things. People normally look at the things that it should be same, because those are handmaids. You can't have the same size. Many a time rejection happens. It's difficult to make people understand that handmade can be slightly different from what you see when it comes out of machine made products. International market also, we are trying to create a big bank, but we have to compete with again other products, and some very good eco-friendly products which has gone through a better refreshment course, I can say, because they have a better machines to support the initial product making. So from Africa also Sabai baskets comes to different parts. So in Japan, I'll very candidly say that our products got rejected because African products were well waxed and it was not having a rough feeling, whereas our, but it gave us a learning. But at the same time, it gave us a learning. So now we are working on that also. Okay, how we can make it more competent to the global market even. So ups and downs are there. It can't go without that. But the thing is that it feels good when you can actually create a mark, and when you see that, okay, because of your move, there are many places where things have started moving, and the people are all actually earning. They're earning better than what they used to earn out of it. So it's overall a very satisfactory road what I've gone through, and what I'm going through in Sabai. Slow, but yes, it's consistent. Yes.
Wow, that's fantastic. And kudos to you and 1,300 plus families who are doing this. And looking forward to many more joining you in this campaign. All right. So, talking about millets, you have built business around it, like millet noodles, millet cookies, millet wafers, in a market crowded with quote unquote healthy labels. So, what's your secret to building consumer trust?
When we started in 2021, that was the time when we actually inaugurated our factory, and yes, in the midst of the COVID also. So, so when we started the production and started getting into the market, being from retail background, we felt that we know market. We can actually place it healthy market. Healthy food demands are a high, are because during COVID it actually surged, and it was giving us a very good part to go forward. So, but when we launched it, we actually saw a huge backlash. So, after COVID, people again started getting back into their own old ways. And two things happens. One, people stopped enjoying. Some people did, but there were masses who again went back to their own ways. After COVID, they forgot, okay, you have to be healthy. First, there we missed it. Second, what happened that lots of healthy products started coming into market, saying it's millet, it's no maida, it's gut friendly, whatever. But if you see behind the labels, were having palm oils, there were white flours, there were different sugars were there. but nobody was reading it. So 21, 22, I think 22 was a slightly okay kind of year, because that was the year when Millet year was announced by our Prime Minister. So lots of exhibitions happened, many things were happening. So it was going yet good. But just by the end of 2022, 23, again, the things started going down, because these other kind of products started coming into the market, which claimed that they were healthy. They were showing that they were healthy, but they were very low price than what we were having it. So it was becoming very difficult to conquer the price points also, because they used to say that people used to say that it's very easily available in less price. It's available. Your things are slightly less tastier than what normally it is. In fact, I'll tell you, even till today, about a month back, my father went to some get together somewhere. And when he came back, he said that, see, this is very good atta biscuits and it tastes good. So you can compare it with your, like your is slightly, it gives an aftertaste, because millet taste gives ragi, especially we make out of it. Ragi always gives a slight of aftertaste. So, and this is more crunchier. So I said, okay, let me taste. We tasted and then we got it tested also in our lab. But as soon as we tasted it, it was having sugar. Because now we are able to segregate between the taste of sugar and jaggery. And second thing, it was definitely having white flour, that is maida. So these are the things the market are actually flooded with. The taste and the price factor gave us a very difficult time. And but yet I'll say that now the thing is that people are understanding these lots of movements which have happened to understand the product. Now people are understanding what are real millets, and somehow the trends have also started where lots of doctors are also recommending for millet and good millet products. So these things overall are now giving us some holding over. At the same time, trust factor of the customer coming into the reading of the labels, price points should be. So these things have now started helping us. The market is yet slow, I'll say. If you'll see the international global millet market, it's very slowly moving. But thankfully now moving in a right direction. Now people are understanding the product. People are understanding that how the reading of the labels matter, and why price points also matter when you have a better products. So I'll say that yes, this year to 2025, I'll say that things have gone into those direction where people have started understanding the real value of the health products. And now we are seeing at upliftment of such kind of products where doctors are also recommending, nutritionists are also recommending, and people are also finding the reason for having it rather than having those generic products of FMCG. It's not an easy, yet the things goes good. So that's like
That's
the
an
complete.
insightful way to think about trust, not as marketing, but as lived authenticity. And I love how you highlighted the struggles as much as the wins. So it makes the journey so real.
Yeah. So as I said, initially we were very scared that what is happening, how to make people understand the real meaning of the products which are good. Believe me, there were many people who came that do it, who is looking at the things. You don't need to mention everything what you are putting in, and you can mention some things which you have not putting in. But somehow two of us were very clear on the fact that we are looking at the resilient and sustainable product movement, not into a thing where it comes and then goes off. Ways of making and ways of mentioning the details what we are happening, and that way we have created a sector of trusted customers who feel that okay, we know that these products will be very good. And let me tell you, yet we have, though we have not launched in US and all directly, we are about to, but there are lots of customers and consumers from US who, when come to India, or somebody from their known come to India, they definitely tell them to get our products for them. So we have people who takes complete years products from us, depending on like what best shelf life. We give 9 months of shelf life, so accordingly they take it. So that way we feel that, okay, it's taking time. Sustainability takes time, but once you build up trust, it becomes a bigger and better movement. So Story goes on.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, the story goes on, but now it's time to shift gears a little. Uh, let's not talk about boardrooms, no campaigns, nothing. Just quick, fun questions to meet the real Miss Shyama Jha. Let's have a quick rapid fire round. Are you ready for it? All right. So here I shoot you the first question of the rapid fire round, and it is, what's your go-to comfort food after a long day?
The food that I have it with my family. Anything will do. It's just that a nice and healthy family. And maybe I love a family time in the evening. So that's the best thing.
Nice. That's nice. Okay. If you could teleport anywhere for a weekend, where would you go?
In the hills of Northeast, right now I'm venturing into the farms and I'm just loving that. So those will be the best place.
Right. Okay. One movie you can watch endlessly without getting bored.
The Devil Wears Prada, my all-time favorite.
All right, great. That was a little difficult to guess. Okay, unexpected. Next question, mountain or beaches, your ideal holiday?
See, I started with beach because Odisha was my first place where I started working, and now I'm venturing into the market. So definitely I've moved from, beach was my favorite, now mountains are my favorite.
Okay. If you could swap lives with any change maker for a day, who would it be?
It would be, now he is no more, but it would be Varghese Kurian. I just want to live his life one day and understand how he did it.
Absolutely. What a personality. Great man.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Next question. One quirky habit your family teases you about.
That is something. A morning I am super active, and by evening 7, 8, my complete batteries start draining down, and after that nobody can make me work.
Okay. Okay. That was fun. That was fun. Right. So we had a fun rapid fire round. All right. So, okay. Let's switch back to the challenges that your industry faces. And Ms. Shava, regulators are tightening the screws on health washing in food marketing, especially those bold 100% natural or organic labels that can't really be proven. So, and ASCI also reported that digital ads making exaggerated claims, green, healthy, are among the highest violators. So, with WOWMOM Foods and your millet-based products, how do you ensure your brand builds consumer trust without falling into the trap of overpromising? You partly answered this before, but yes, let's get a little deeper into it.
Yeah, so Sunny, as you said it correct, I already gave a part answer to it. But here I will dwell from millets to other products what we are getting into, because we felt that the way the compliances are coming in, and more resilient we are becoming in our approach towards what we started. So initially and millet based processed food was something which we faced very much in the initial part. And let me tell you, if somebody today even visits our factory in Mayurbhanj in Odisha, I can 100% guarantee you will see 100% compliances of all the norms. And this comes not because we are what we are today. It has come because we have known how to follow compliances and what importance it plays. So I feel that with us, majorly it is our old experiences which has helped us understand that it's important to go with the compliances. But at the same time, I have seen FMCG products, and now I'm deviating from those kind of products and trying to get into those markets which says that healthier products are better. Let me tell you, when this brand discussions was happening with Government of India, that how we will create brand Millet, and what are your future visions of it. My only thought was, the day we put millet noodles in the same shelf as our Maggies and different chows are kept. And we did it. And we did it. So that was a major thing, though the takers are more of those products only now, but at least we have reached to the level where now our products are also becoming acceptable to those levels. Though again, as you said, the trust building, even the retailers feel that these products are moving very less. Why should we keep it? Why should we keep at the same shelf levels? So we are yet facing those kind of problems and trust factors. And as I said, Sunny, trust factor is not just the consumer. When a manufacturer has multi-level consumers, I can say. First is your distributor, then your retailer, then your final retail shops, and then comes the consumer. So you have to convince each and every level of your movement till you reach your exact consumer. So this has been a very difficult thing to create trust, and yet we are on the process of doing it. But whatever little bit we create, and we see that trust never ends, it never shifts. So that gives us a big uh, more bigger and bolder perspective that we can actually go with it. It's just that the entire consumer shift is taking time. But beyond millet, when we talk about washing of vegetables and all, see, right now we are venturing into Northeast. Now, why Northeast? Northeast has best of the products. You talk about turmeric, Lakadong turmeric, it's more than 6% curcumin level. But the best of the turmerics of the world. You talk about ginger of Mizoram, they have the best gingerol content. You talk about pineapple of Tripura, the queen pineapple have the best possible content of whatever you want in pineapple, it's there. Banana is in great form, and now we always talk about prebiotic food where banana is so much being included. So as and when we are getting into, and best part about being in Northeast is that though the entire products have not been certified organic, but they are natural because they have hardly used chemicals. So that is giving us an edge over other part of the country where we don't have to struggle much to make it organic. We just need certification. It's already organic. And the buyers are also trusting it because they know that Northeast products are good and they are ready to pay for that. It's just that we are organizing it better. So, and yet the other part of the story is that we have to struggle with the pricing of the South Indian market where turmeric, ginger, everything comes at a cashew also comes at a lower price. But these are at higher price and at the higher quality also. So again, we are struggling there too. But what we felt with millet, the same goes over there, that okay, I think next 4 5 years more and we will create a very good progress curve, because that's where the world is going with. And we don't need to, again, like people who are actually doing some works which are beyond compliances, which are not agreed by the compliances, they'll take time to take a U-turn and come back. But we don't need to take a U-turn. We are already in a path, in a better path, and at an acceptable path. Right now, if we want to go international and export with our products in Northeast, we are very much, we know that nothing will get rejected because it has the best possible quality factors. Only thing is right now over there on these products kind of is needed a stable market to be created, a stable supply chain to be created. So I think next few years, and I think we will be very, very much on the same and a very, very leveled path. So for us, it's not a very difficult thing. We are already on that trusted cycle. We just need to keep continuing to do that. So, and it's keep like we are constantly adding new and new products. In fact, very soon, by all the good wishes and by God's grace, we should be having. We are also venturing into making of wine from pineapple. So again, organic. But these complete sector will be organic, and good quality of products will be used. So these are the thoughts which are moving into our work right now. And in long term, it is going to reap good.
That's such an important perspective, Ms. Jha. Building trust by being honest rather than over promising. And I love how you showed the tension between market pressure and ethical choices.
Think what I am saying, that's what we are going through. And as it is in most of the platform, people say that it's give you examples of each and every bit what we have faced. And yet we have come out of it. Completely hardcore experiences what you're listening to it.
Incredible, incredible. Okay, so that brings us to the last question of the podcast. And you already carry such a rich portfolio of experience. So, what made you decide to join Directors Institute at this stage, and how has it shaped your perspective as a leader?
See, Sunny, since my like I started my when I started my complete journey. Right from the time I started, I never organized myself. It just, whatever came to me, I just kept going. So now I felt recently that I should organize with the kind of experience, with the kind of work we are doing. I need a platform which can actually uplift a bit of upliftment is needed over here, and needed more broader perspective towards networking at the same time. If I have experience, I have such kind of experience, I can share it with people across the globe. Also, now this, especially this field, but we are also working on environment, social governance, circular economy, agriculture is there, resilient climate monitoring is there. So all these things, the market has started growing, and there are people who are looking for our kind of people. But somehow I feel that network I don't have, that kind of structural approach I don't have. So this is one thing which I felt when I went through this platform. And again, this just came one day, it popped in front of me, and I felt, no, I need this, because this can actually shape the direction, shape the future, give the direction to what I am thinking to come up as in next 3 4 years. So yes, that gave me to bring me to this place, and now I'm feeling, I'm sure, and I'm very much hopeful that this will give me a again one more uplift in my future endeavors.
In fact, a very thoughtful perspective you have, seeing leadership as stewardship, not just management. And I love how you shared the gaps you noticed and how that shaped your decision to join Directors Institute. Great, great.
See, I feel great leader is only the person who can first be inside one's own self and then see outside. So I always believe that we should look us as the first placement when we come to the leadership level, that we should have that kind of thing which can actually make our subordinates believe that, okay, if that this person can, why can't I? So the first step has to be us.
Absolutely, absolutely, bang on. Right. So, all right. So that is it for today. Ms. Shyama, let me thank you for joining us today, and from leading corporate brand launches to building WOWMOM Foods and Hastrang, from empowering women in Mayurbhanj to creating resilient value chains for farmers and artisans. Your journey has been such a powerful example of how business can create real social impact. So thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you, Sunny. It was actually sunnyful moment to discuss with you and have this complete interaction. And I feel really good when my journey actually overwhelms and empowers somebody else. Also, I'm sure you would have also got something from my journey which will help you also. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And to our audience, if today's conversation inspired you, share it with someone who is chasing their entrepreneurial dream, working in grassroots development, or simply looking to build businesses that balance purpose and profit. Because stories like this remind us that leadership isn't just about success in numbers, it's about impact that lasts. This has been FaceTime with Leaders, powered by Directors Institute. I'm Sunny Pancholi signing off for now. Until next time, keep learning, keep evolving, and keep leading with purpose. Thank you so much.